Hi Taurus, this is your reading for the month of October 2022 and I'm using the Herbal Astrology Oracle. My brother just gave me these yesterday. And you get Reishi number 27 and it says retreat. So maybe you are needing to do a lot of this inwardness. And you know, your card in the Osho Zen is nothingness, says nothingness. So there's some deep, this guidance of going deep within Taurus. Big things, you get 3 chakra cards, you get 5s, big change, 4 plus 1 is 5, so there's big change going on for you, Taurus. You get the Magician at the center, so wow, it's such a month of you taking your power, and I think that you're taking your power by going within. It's something to do with your sexuality and sensuality that it's so strange, it's come up for 3 of the readings so far, but in different ways. For you, there's something destructive maybe. Just keep an eye on maybe how you use your sexuality, Taurus, because you are the sign of that is about that, about the enjoying the good things in life, which is not a bad thing, and you are a very sensual sign, but just check that where that might be destructive, Taurus. I think that's what you're needing to look at. I think your month ahead is about taking your power in a constructive way, using your power constructively, and it starts with you taking a lot of time to withdraw. I think your month ahead is about you being very withdrawn from things that are too busy, you know. Working for you is this patience. So being patient with yourself, with this process, whatever's going on, just taking your time, just chilling and making less busyness this month is what I'm getting, Taurus. More withdrawal. You get the heart chakra in the reverse, so you might be heartbroken about something, or you are dealing with matters of the heart that have been quite destructive. For some of you, it could be a relationship that's going through a hard time because of this. You know, when sensuality becomes, or sexuality becomes destructive. Around you is the base chakra, so you could be worried about your sense of rootedness. So maybe it's about doing things that make you feel rooted, like stamping your feet in the earth, imagining the roots, your roots going down to the earth, visiting a place you call home, or being at home, being with people that fill you with a sense of quietness and a feeling of home, rather than distracting yourself with loudness and things that are not of substance for you right now. You get 2 cards of change in your advice: conflict and defeat, and emotional loss. And I'm seeing this again as you're needing to withdraw. Just completely withdraw from anything that feels conflictual. It's like you are being asked to retreat. Retreat in the sense of not running away, but pulling yourself towards yourself, kind of thing, taking time for quiet, and then looking at things from a perspective of what is for me and what is not for me, and you know what's for you and what's not for you. This is the card of crying over spilt milk. It's looking at these conflictual things and longing for them, right? That's a bit, maybe addiction comes into mind, you know, like addicted to people that we know are not good for us, kind of thing, and not seeing the ones that are good for us, something like that. At the center, the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, this magician power, this power, taking your power, is a slow and steady process. So can you imagine, no baby suddenly gets given power, how destructive that can be. They're given a magic wand and how destructive that can be. Whereas when you learn slowly, taking the time out to be in the nothingness and confront this issue of power, look at this issue of power and ask what you are being guided to confront with regard to power and how you use it, how to use power wisely. So take a slow and steady approach to the month ahead, to this going within, to this guidance. What could work against you is another Knight of Cups. So you've got 3 knights here. It can be destructive, you know. I mentioned the baby and I wasn't even thinking about that, but there's this immature aspect that you just need to be aware of. And it could be your own, and it's so interesting that it shows up with the sacral chakra. So there might be destructive ways you use love, Taurus. And maybe that's one of your major lessons over life, you know? So just look at that. Working for you is the Hermit. This is the Hermit, a fellow earth sign, and another earth card, the being patient. Wow. I mean, if ever, that's a card of Virgo, if ever there's a teacher for the going within, it's the Hermit. So take that advice, use the Hermit, go within, go into the nothingness with your lamp. The Hermit walks with their little lamp. That lamp doesn't shine brightly because you don't need the bright right now. You need the darkness. You need to go into those depths and allow the light to shine as you walk forward, you know, like that Knight of Pentacles. So beautiful. Taurus, I think you're going through something quite big. And then with the heart chakra, you get the Three of Cups. So there is a relationship that might have been hurt by your behavior. And you might have been hurt by somebody else's behavior, or your own behavior was destructive towards yourself. But there is kind of like a relationship thing that's showing up. And you know, you get so many relationship cards here. So I think that's what you're focusing on, and you're focusing on the power, how you might use or abuse power, how you use your sacred sexuality in a constructive way. Imagine that, Taurus. You can take that thing that is supposed to be destructive and turn it around, how powerful that can be. And I think it's beautiful. And for each of you, it will play out differently because you're all different Taurians, right? Some of you have allowed, have underplayed your sexuality, and that's been destructive. And some of you have maybe abused it, and that's been destructive. And it's not a judgment. All it is guidance. We are where we are, and we can either take the guidance and transform ourselves and our situations, or we can choose not to look at it, you know. But use, like whatever I'm saying, take what fits for you, you know. You might have been at the receiving end of somebody else's destructive behavior, and it's because you were not owning your own sacred sexuality, or it could be the other way around. And even if it's the other way around, it's not about judging yourself. It's about saying, okay, I'm here. Now's my time to learn to develop this really deep relationship with myself, and just to go deeper on my path with spirit. Around you is the Princess of Cups. So some relationship that's been affected, and maybe it's something that you're worrying about, a relationship maybe with someone that you care deeply about, that it's been eroded somehow, maybe because you are struggling with the root chakra, with your sense of groundedness. So work with that. So I feel like you're working with sacral and the root chakra more than anything else, and then you're working with this going within and this notion of power. And then with the conflict and defeat, you get the Princess of Swords. And I think it's about time it's about having open and honest conversations now. You know, doing them in a peaceful way, and not engaging in them until you are ready. So that retreat is about gathering your resources, so that when you have these conversations, they either don't be too harsh, but they are still very honest, or they come from a sense of your knowing yourself, your feeling secure in yourself. There's this guidance to trust this process, to trust that it's leading to victory. When I look at this reading, all I can see is the potential for victory, because this is a deep inner growth journey, Taurus, and it's so blessed. And if only I hope you can see that, you know, it's a really beautiful journey, and it's taking you from a place of having looked and focused on maybe the more destructive aspects to the things that are about partnership, about love, and about the heart. You know, and you can still celebrate your sacred sexuality and be from the heart, you know. It's really beautiful. Okay, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you. I send you lots of love. Bye.